Let's start this over again. I was upstairs filming and the first part did not film. Don't know where it went to, but here we go again. Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns. And today I have a little bit of my CroJo back, and I will attribute that to Pamela's Adoring Crochet. She asked me to do a test pattern for her. Test a pattern. Did it. Loved it. It's adorable. You'll see it when she's ready to release it. But I also started back on the cows that I've been doing, all 97 of them. Sometimes it feels that way. But, Luck of the Draw, number 3 cow with Nan's Next Knots, Olivia's Choice cow, and Judy at Witch Piece Crafts make-along that she has going on that's year-long, crochet-long. And as I was starting to tell you, this was the first one that I did, and of course the numbers she chose were 8 and 1, and the number 8 was guava, and number 1 was sky, and here comes the rest of it. And no, I guess you didn't disappear. I guess I disappeared, but enjoy the rest of the video. You guys just disappeared on me. 8 on this one was guava, and there's that color. And then the sky, I believe, was number 1 on this one. And we're just about to the point where this can be finished off. I figure we'll go through week 10, and then I will finish this off, and then I will start another one. I am going to do the same thing with the black. I will work through week 10, and then I will start another one. And those are the colors I chose for the black. And the funny thing is, number 8 was honeydew, and number 1 was royal blue. So there is the honeydew and the royal blue. And it's pretty good size. It's about ready to be finished off for a lapgan. Now, Olivia's Choice. Oh, Olivia. The first choice that I saw was Lady Bird's choice of what she called BCTC, and I know that as a back crossed treble crochet, which when you do it in US, it is a back crossed double crochet, and she had 2 rows of that. So those are the 2 rows of that. And then there was the basket weave, 4 rows of the basket weave. So we got that done. And then this week's was waffle stitch. 2 rows of the waffle stitch. So we have 2 rows of the waffle stitch. And this one, I'll probably do another section and then finish it off as well. Now, Judy a Witch Piece. This make-along, I've really enjoyed doing this make-along. But April's choices of color, I could not find the champagne color or the cognac, so I went with white, as in white diamonds. And I hope you can see that little bit of the sparkle that is in this. This is Red Heart with Love in white. And I don't know what this one is. It is a pink with a sparkle. And it was a orphaned cake that was given to me to be finished. So I finished it. And then the top was the silver, is what they call it, with the sparkle in it by Red Heart with Love And yeah, that was fun. This one, I believe I am going to go all the way through all 12 months, and then I will put a border on it. I don't know what color I'll use, but I will put a border on it somewhere along the way. So that is caught up so far, and that is it for that bit of CroJo, that I did get a little bit of it back. Now, I've also been in the sewing room, and I have about 15 bags that are about really one day away from being finished. However, tomorrow is chemo day, so they will not be finished by Tuesday. They may be finished Wednesday evening, and then I'll take photos, and I may put them up Thursday or Friday for sale. These are just plain drawstring bags. There's no boxed bottoms to them. They're just a plain drawstring bag, and I'll show you those, when it comes time to put them up in the shop. Most likely they'll go up Friday morning, and because chemo week is hard on all of us, just saying. Are you ready for a little what incarnation? I know I am. And this week we have a couple of interesting stories and some cute video. This first story comes to us from Britain, and it is extremely serious. There are issues. British garden stores facing gnome shortage. Gnome shortage. Garden stores in Britain are facing a garden gnome shortage. An industry expert said the recent blockage of the Suez Canal is only partially to blame. Ian Byrne, assistant manager of Highfield Garden World in Wynn, Mr. Gloucestershire, I think that's how you say that. It's a lot of letters. Said COVID-19 lockdowns led to a boom in sales of gnome statues and other gardening supplies. Imagine that. He said the increased demand, mixed with a shortage of raw materials, attributed to the recent blocking of the Suez Canal by the cargo ship Ever Given, which has ever given us lots of delays, has made garden gnomes increasingly difficult to find. We haven't seen a gnome in 6 months now, unfortunately, Byrne told The Guardian. Raw materials are becoming a bit of an issue, and unfortunately gnomes are a victim of that shortage of supply. Gnomes of any type, plastic, stone, or concrete, are in short supply, he said. Figures from the Britain's National Office of Statistics confirm sales at DIY stores and garden centers spiked in 2020. Because what doesn't make us happy but a gnome in our garden? Ian Wiley, chief executive of Britain's Garden Centre Association, said shortages of raw materials have impacted supply of gnomes, furniture, and other outdoor decorations. Most garden centers haven't noticed, although they will. We're facing a perfect storm of lockdown, everyone being stuck at home, and one thing people can do is their gardening, he said. He said other factors have also impacted the shortage. We are not immune to a ship being stuck in a canal, freight cost issues due to Brexit or the pandemic, he said. A shortage of gnomes. Oh, the horror. Firefighters. I'm getting tongue-tied today. Rescue kitten with head stuck through a wheel lug hole. You wonder how they get into these predicaments because supposedly their whiskers are supposed to give them an idea of how big a hole their head can fit through. But apparently kittens don't understand that yet. There's a learning curve. Firefighters in Texas rescued a kitten found with its head stuck through a lug hole in a discarded vehicle wheel. Well, see? That was just waiting for disaster. The San Antonio Fire Department's technical rescue team said a family brought the kitten, wedged in the metal part of the wheel, into a station and said the feline had been stuck for 2 days. The team said they attempted to use soap to lubricate the kitten's head so it could be squeezed back out through the hole, but they ended up having to cut through the metal to free the feline. The department said the kitten was then adopted by the family that found it. And I hope the family that found it decided to clean up their yard and get rid of those discarded car parts. Now this one, the video is very interesting. You don't really see what hits the windshield. Well, you do if you slow down the video. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let me get another sip. Bird drops fish onto truck's windshield in North Carolina. A truck driver's dashboard camera captured an unusual event on a North Carolina highway when a bird passing by overhead dropped a fish onto the vehicle's windshield. The video shared by Ward Transport shows one of the company's vehicles traveling on a Charlotte highway when a bird shows up traveling the opposite direction with a fish in its talons. The bird drops the fish, which smacks against the truck's windshield, leaving a wet spot in its wake, you think. One of our Charlotte drivers verifies that when driving a truck, you must be prepared for anything. Ward Transport tweeted, the company said the truck was not damaged and the driver was not injured. However, the fish was sacrificed. Now, this next story I think is awful cute. And I will tell you, it's an interesting way to raise money for charity. Man in teddy bear costume walking from Los Angeles to San Francisco. A life-size teddy bear on a quest to walk the more than 400 miles from Los Angeles to San Francisco said his journey has been fraught with obstacles, including a brief run-in with the law. Jesse Lasios, 33, who goes by the name Bear Son, said when he dons his teddy bear costume, said he had no goal in mind when he decided to take Bear Son for the long walk between the California cities. I'm like a puppy, I guess. I just see something and I chase after it, Larios told CNN. He said the walk sounded like a fun adventure. Larios, who successfully ran a marathon in 2020 while dressed as Bear Son, was approached by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department during his walk on Tuesday. This is a very unique situation. You may have seen a large teddy bear walking through town. One of our deputies got to meet the individual inside the bear and learned his goal is to complete a walk from Los Angeles to San Francisco. We wish him the best of luck on his adventure, the sheriff's office tweeted. Lario said the deputy only wanted to make sure he was safe and hydrated. Isn't that sweet? He said other obstacles, such as road closures and unexpectedly difficult terrain, have caused delays that pushed his expected arrival date in San Francisco back from April the 17th to April the 21st. Lario said he is spending his nights camping and is asking supporters on GoFundMe to help him with food and other costs. He said any surplus money from the crowdfunding effort will go toward creating an upgraded Bear Son suit. Lario said his goal as Bear Son is simple, to spread joy. This is what I want to do. I just want to run marathons in my bear suit, he said. It makes other people happy too, and I'm all about laughter and smiles. Now, the video shows that he has also determined any leftover monies from everything will go to a charity. And he is well on his way. There is an interview with him, and you can watch his journey on Instagram. I believe it's under Bear Son, but I'm not positive. But I'm sure if you look it up, you'll be able to find him. This next story, the story that I'm going to read to you is rather funny, but the Facebook post is even funnier. And I'm going to leave that link so you can go read that. Let's just say things that happen in Poland. Just saying. Animal rescuers find reported iguana in a tree was a croissant. Animal rescuers in Poland said they were called out to help a suspected iguana spotted in a tree outside of a residential building and arrived to find the mystery animal was actually a discarded croissant. The Krakow Society for the Protection of Animals said in a Facebook post that a woman recently called the organization to report a mystery creature that she suspected to be an iguana was lurking in a tree outside a building. People aren't opening their windows because they're afraid it will go into their house, the woman was saying. The group's animal welfare officers responded to the scene and searched the area for the mystery animal, suspecting it might be a pet that has escaped or had been abandoned by its owner. The officers said they were surprised to find the creature that sparked the call wasn't a creature at all. It was a croissant roll. I'm laughing because I'm remembering what the Facebook post talks about in this. The animal rescue group said the caller did the right thing by reporting the suspected animal in distress. It's better to check and be pleasantly disappointed. Sometimes, unfortunately, very rarely, laugh than not react, which can sometimes lead to a tragedy, the group said. You gotta go read the Facebook post. We have a couple more stories. Black bear cubs wander into North Carolina nursing home, and the person filming was so cordial. "Come on in," she says. A pair of curious young black bears figured out how to work the front door of a North Carolina nursing home and wandered into the festival. Witness Cindy Brown captured video showing the two bears wandering up to the front door of Accordius Health at Asheville.
One of the bear manages to open the door, and the bear wanders in and out of the facility's vestibule while wrestling. The video shows the bears open the door from the outside at least twice. Brown told WLOS-TV the unexpected visit brought smiles to everyone at the nursing home. The North Carolina Wildlife Commission issued a statement in March asking members of the public to keep a safe distance from bear cubs as the animals began to become more active as the temperatures rise. It's really cute with the bears wrestling. Do you have a love of hamburgers? If you're in California, you're in luck. You, too, can manage to get 1 year free burgers if you are willing to get a tattoo. That's right, a simple tattoo. Restaurant offers year-free burgers to customers who get tattoos. A California-based restaurant chain is offering customers free burgers for a year if they get hamburger tattoos bearing the eatery's name. Farmer Boys announced it partnered with the Honorable Society Tattoo Shop in West Hollywood, California, and Rockin' Ink Tattoo in Las Vegas to offer 3 different 2x2-inch tattoo designs. Customers who receive the tattoos will receive free burgers for a year from Farmer Boys location. Farmer Boys said the promotion celebrates the chain's 40th year anniversary. Customers can sign up for tattoo appointments on the restaurant's website, which is farmerboys.com/40th anniversary free tattoo promotion, and the link will be down below. Now our last story is truly about man's best friend. And what a good friend this is. Kansas police praise dog for getting help for owner during emergency. Police in Kansas are hailing a dog as a hero after the canine ran to get help for his owner during a medical emergency. The Kansas City Police Department said in a Facebook post that a resident was walking his dog Sunday evening when he began to experience a medical emergency. The dog quickly ran to alert a nearby neighbor that his owner was in trouble, and they called 911, the post said. The department said the man received prompt medical attention and is doing well as a result of the actions of his smart and loyal canine. As for the pup, he was rewarded with lots of pats, praise, and some yummy dog treats, which apparently the Kansas City Police have on hand at all times for pups. That's it for one intonation. Go get your tattoos. I know I'd go get a tattoo like that. I mean, it's 2 inches. Who knows? And actually, I went and looked at the website. Tattoos aren't too bad, so. All right, that's it for this. I have a few other videos to catch up on. My movie, H-movie. And, of course, I have been tagged for the crochet hook tag. And I'm rounding up my crochet hooks right now. There's a lot. I didn't realize how many. Alright guys, that's it for today. I will see you again next week and later on this week. Everybody have a blessed week. And remember to choose kindness. Bye.